So you're thinking about selling your investment property. It's probably a multi-unit property that you're thinking about selling, but your tenant won't move. What options do you have? What are your rights as landlords and what are your tenants' rights as tenants? Today we're going to talk to you about those concerns and questions. Heather Lynn with Keller Williams Realty. Welcome to my channel. In my channel, we talk about everything real estate related and the simple things you could do to maximize the sale of your home. So if you find that information useful, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification button so you can get a juicy video coming your way every Monday. I'm getting a lot of reach outs from those videos, and I love to chat with people about these amazing areas we live in and address any of the questions and concerns that they might have. So if I haven't addressed or answer any questions that you have about real estate, please feel free to give me a call or drop me a quick text. You're thinking about selling your rental property. You're concerned that your tenants won't move. What options do you have? So the good news is that if your tenant lives in single family home or a condo or a duplex, and if they have stayed there for more than a year, you want to give them a written 60-day notice to establish a timeline of notices and try to work with your tenants to help them have a smooth transition out of your property. I want to bring to your attention, depending on where you're at, there might be local rules protecting tenants. Places here in the Bay Area such as San Francisco, East Palo Alto, San Jose, Berkeley, and Oakland have more stringent tenant protection rules. So check with your local government to find out what are tenant rights before you give them a notice to make sure that you are not in any violation. California in 2019 passed AB 1482, which is known as the California Tenant Protection Act. This act officially became effective in January of 2020, about a year and a half ago. Now, this act put a cap on how much a landlord could raise the rent. The rent increase under AB 1482 restricts the increase to 5% year over year plus cost of living adjustments, or up to 10%. So the most you could raise rents under AB 1482 is 5% plus the cost of living, or up to 10%. Which is still a good increase, but you want to check out what that cost of living is for that year to determine how much rent you could raise on your tenants. Now, I want to talk to you about eviction. If you have a tenant who just wouldn't move, no matter how many notice you give them, under AB 1482, if this is a tenant who lives in a multi-unit building, they are under protection, and you cannot just ask them to move unless you have a good reason for it. So reasons such as just cause eviction if the tenant is in breach of their lease agreement, or if they haven't paid their rent, or if they are conducting illegal activities which you could document. These are just cause evictions. You could hire an attorney to legally evict your tenants. Other than those reasons, there are no fault eviction. If you are an owner who wanted to move into the property, that's a no fault reason to ask your tenant to move. If you want to do renovation to a home, that's another good reason. If you want to convert your multi-unit into condominiums, that's another justified reasons to ask them to move. Or if there's any demolition or major renovation that need to be done and you need to relocate your tenants, that's also a justifiable reason to ask your tenant to move. However, under those no-fault just cause evictions, you do have to pay your tenants an equivalent of 1 month rent for relocation fee. So I just want to bring to your attention, again, if the property is a single family home, a condo, or duplexes, AB 1482 does not apply to you. So this rent increase and the just cause eviction rule do not apply. You simply want to check with your local rental board to see if there are other rules you have to follow. If not, simply give your tenants a 60-day notice to move and to work with them. The best case scenario is to really work with your tenant and really try to work out a win-win situation so the move could be smooth and they would get their deposit back and you'll get your property back for a smooth sale of your property. I hope that is helpful to you. We're gonna link the AB 1482 down below for you to read up about it and understand this new Tenant Protection Act that California had enacted about 2 years ago. Now you know a little bit about your rights as a landlord and your tenants' rights as tenants under AB 1482. You might be curious as to how do I attract good, qualified, professional tenants to begin with. Check out this video right here. I actually talked about that topic a few weeks ago, so make sure you check this out.